Hey, it's Jordan with TYT Politics. I'm here at Sacred Stone Camp in Standing Rock. I'm here with Dan Nanamkin, and we've spoken before. You have one of I view as kind of like one of the most images that will be remembered from this movement. A couple months ago, you were in your full native garb and in prayer. So you're back. I'm back here, and kind of wanted to get a feel for what's going on at camp. It seems like there's a lot of energy here, a lot of building going on, teamwork, and the spirits seem high. What would you say about how things are here?
Well, I've been really blessed. Right now, we're putting my yurt back up. I came back from Washington State, and my yurt's been flooded out. And it was a really daunting task, overwhelming, because I showed up by myself and just seeing all the work. The yurt was encased with ice, mud, snow, all sort of things. I didn't think I could handle it by myself, but the spirit of Standing Rock here, brothers and sisters, many of them I just met. They just pitched right in and helped, and it was really incredible. So yesterday, we did a lot of work, and today we're up on top of the hill, and they're helping me out, and a few more people joined in and just start helping each other out, no questions asked. And I think that's just the beauty of what I see here is people just working in unity. And I know my concern is there's a lot of ice, a lot of snow, and people get really exhausted trying to move camps and to clean up, because there's a lot of things that are frozen in the ground. And I know with the pressure of the 22nd upon us quickly, it's going to be really hard to say if camps could even be moved out by then. But just so it's awesome to see people just pitching in and helping one another.
And people seem to have high spirits, even though the final permit was granted, even though a lawsuit yesterday was denied, and natives continue to say we're in prayer, keep our prayers. Tell us about just that kind of faith that Native Americans have. How do you feel, even though right now in terms of the pipeline things seem to be going the company's way?
Well, that's all we have when it comes down to it is prayer. Each and every day of our lives, we begin with prayer, and we have a sweat lodge back here at my camp. And I knew a lot of the water protectors were having a very difficult time through the winter. It's been very hard on them emotionally, the trauma, the things that they've gone through and endured. But it was really, really awesome that we had a sweat the other night, and it was packed, and just the prayers in there, the feelings, and I think we need to do that as well, is take care of each other spiritually to keep our spirits up. Just the night before I got here, the night of the full moon, we had a big bonfire out here, and we're drumming, and to hear all the people singing, and dancing and just enjoying themselves, and it's like, wow, the people still are doing all they can, to keep their spirits up, keep their spirits high. We know that we live with danger constantly around us, and we know that there's imminent danger, that's going to be imposed on us. We hear of the things that have happened during the last arrests, how people were treated, and it's really, really a sad state of affair, and it could cause fear to people, could cause post-traumatic stress. But how do we deal with that? Do we run off? Do we hide, or do we stuff that in, or do we take care of that? We got to live, just like today, the Creator's blessed us with this good weather, and here we are. Everybody's working hard all day long, and just that sense of community, the sense of unity, but we know Creator's going to take care of us, and, we just got to keep prayerful, and we got to keep our spirits up. So that's one of the reasons why I came back, to be with the people and to offer anything that I can, to help the people. So we're going to continue with the sweats and continue, talking with one another, because, my experience even being away from camp, I know it's hard as well. So I know we have a lot of protectors that have gone home, and they're suffering just as well. They're hurting. So I want to put all of that into perspective and how we could take care of one another.
It's interesting you say that, because I know a lot of people who were here who, once they leave, it's almost like, Morgan Freeman in Shawshank Redemption. He leaves prison after 40, 50 years, and you don't know how to adapt to the world. A lot of water protectors who have left kind of, missed the connection here, and how life is when you're with Mother Earth. As when you go home, you're back with all the clutter and the noise and all that. Bigger picture, I wanted to ask you, because it seems that beyond the pipeline, this president, the people he's aligned with, are trying to pretty much roll back everything: financial regulation, environmental regulation, and trying to kind of embolden the plutocrats and make us a society that only really focuses on corporations, big oil. In terms of the Native Americans and this movement, do you think we have a much bigger fight on our hands for facing him, as well as just big business, who has been very, energized by his policies so far?
Well, I think as we see the different pipelines, the grab towards potential grab for some of our reservation lands, those things are all going to be facing some jeopardy, and I think what's happening here is people have been woken up, to a lot of the policies, things that have been going on, and they've been going on for quite a while, but a lot of us, we weren't aware of those things. Maybe we weren't paying attention enough. And now this has really woken us up to where we are following along, and our leaders, who are out there informing us of a lot of these things that are happening in Washington, D.C., the internet, the social media has been really awesome and helping us to learn, some of the things that are taking place. And so myself, I've become more involved in learning, and so I know that these fights are going to be taking place even where I'm from in the Pacific Northwest. I know they're taking place up in Canada, and we see the other ones are going through the nation as well. A lot of those people that have came here have went back to their areas to help fight, how to make stand and also make awareness to their tribal leaders, so I really commend all of those people. So I think here's been a place where we've our knowledge has came and coordinated with one another, and our spirit has been risen up, and we find that unity, and this has created more like a blueprint, that how we could work with one another, network with one another, because we're going to be, many people are talking, about joining different areas, and their struggles as well. And one day, when it comes to my territory, my lands, I'm hoping I could call on, my brothers and sisters, to come and stand with me, and I know that there's a lot of warriors, that will, and they'll be brave and strong because we've committed our life, to the land, to the water, and we're facing a lot of risks, a lot of challenges. But here, people have endured, a brutal winter, so how much more stronger can you get from that by enduring, some of the harshest seasons? But this will create that unity. It'll create that strength, and it'll create that bond, between us. So, we can continue to grow stronger together, as brothers and sisters, and for our youth here, so our youth could see, that and witness, us as people growing together, and I think that's really a catalyst for many great things that'll be taking place in our country, in all of our nations, but not only here, but worldwide, as there's other struggles going on too, as we're becoming more aware of.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Sir.